deadly serious. It aired Tuesdays, killing everywhere right now. By the way, you started with Tupac in your intro, man. One of my favorite, Hit 'Em Up.
Hit 'Em Up was an amazing song.
Yo, that is like a ruthless, relentless rap song. Like, yeah.
I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker. What a way to start a song. I mean, when I first heard that, I just thought, who is this guy? Who is this guy? And honestly, I love to. I think people underestimate how funny rap is as well. You know, the fact that like Eminem he makes jokes. He makes jokes in the songs, right? And it's really great, and it's about big issues and all that. But I was just blown away that rap was this new art form that came out, and it just allowed people to say it exactly. And going back even further, like the first time I heard, The Message by Grandmaster, I thought, I've never seen this in pop. Or, I mean, now rap is mainstream. Now rap is pop. That's. I mean, it's in everything.
It's a human connection.
It's like, there's no, it's not no outsiders in. I don't know where you have to look to find an outsider in any sort of pop now, because it's everything's commercialized. But I've loved rap for like 35 years. But, even stuff like Sugar Hill Gang. It's like, but mostly it's sort of, I suppose I went the sort of folk and indie. So Bob Dylan, Neil Young, Radiohead, David Bowie.
Okay.
Velvet Underground. So that's sort of my journey. But rap's part of that. I don't know why people separate rap with anything else.
You've done amazing. You've been in a lot of amazing situations. You ever encountered like Jay-Z or anyone like when they're touring out there?
No, I've met Jay-Z a few times.
What?
The first time I met Jay-Z was backstage. I'm a friend with Chris Martin from Coldplay.
Okay.
And I met Jay-Z at a thing, right, and we were talking, and it's really funny, really, really funny bloke. I met him once before that, and then I met him again, right. And I think it was Chris Martin again. And Jay-Z said to me, I saw you in the Four Seasons in New York. He said, I was going to come over and say hi, but I didn't know if you'd remember me, right? And I went, well, I still know who you were. Do you mean... and he just started laughing. I go, oh, look, oh, yeah, that's Jay-Z, the most famous rapper on the planet. Yeah, I remember you. It was so sweet.
He was like,
he meant, I don't know if you remember that we met. Right, but it was so sweet to have Jay-Z. I don't know if you remember me. Who are you? Who the hell are you? Nice.
Rumor has it you kidnapped the Queen for your Sirius XM show. Is that true?
No, I'm afraid that she.
Have you ever been knighted before? All the stuff you've done.
I'm never going to be knighted.
Okay.
I'm never going to be knighted
because
of all the stuff I've done, because all the things I've said. And the two princes came to my last special.
Oh, did they?
Harry and William came along to my special in London, and they loved it. And I was doing a routine about their nan.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love it, yo. Yeah. I love it.
You've got to be able to say anything, go anywhere, and you do it respectfully, you do it intelligently, and you make sure the target's right. And there's no point in trying to offend. I never try and offend, but if some people are offended, well, that doesn't mean they're right.
Do you respect Dave Chappelle or the guys out here that's doing stuff? Or
I love Dave Chappelle. Yeah,
you need to have him on your show, like you and him wilding out for like an hour.
I did a thing for HBO with Jerry Seinfeld, Chris Rock, and Louis C.K. and we talked. We just talked about comedy, the industry. We weren't telling jokes, but we were just talking about the industry. So I love Chappelle. There's a lot of people killing it out here. I love Doug Stanhope, and I love Bill Burr's great.
Bill Burr is the homie.
Jim Norton's great. I think he's doing some really fearless stuff.
Coming up in the UK, were you getting like 50 quid the way they get cheap pay here? Like
I didn't do that. I cheated.
Okay.
I cheated. No, because I went from doing radio to writing The Office, and it took off. And most comedians do 15 years trying to get their own sitcom.
Saying.
No, I did. I got my sitcom. My first tour was already a theatre tour. It was sold out because I cheated. I didn't do that route. But you know what though?
That's good though.
But yeah, it is good. But after 15 years, with this new tour, I'm now the stand-up I always wanted to be. It's taken me this long to be really proud of what I do. And I was okay before, but now I think I'm a good stand-up now, and it took me 15 years. So there isn't a shortcut. Of course, I got to selling it out and people coming along, but I didn't get to being good immediately.
Okay.
It still took me the same 15 years to be good. So it doesn't matter what order you do it. We've all ended up in the same place.
Exactly.
But I love stand-up more than anything now.
The reason I brought up Dave Chappelle because they gave him a big bag of money from Netflix. I heard you got kidnapped for Live on the Road. How's that coming along? I heard you're happy as hell. You was bought like a Maybach or something.
They took Life on the Road, and they've taken my new special. My new special's going to be on Netflix next year. I bet my bag of money wasn't as big as Chappelle.
You're right.
I got a little British bag of money.
Ching, a little
yeah. But mine's in pounds.